What's going on, guys? It's Jamie and welcome back to another video. And this week I want to show you guys something that is so important to me, and actually the most important piece of kit that goes in my gym bag. This is my training logbook, and it holds the details to everything that goes on in my session. The sets, the weights, the numbers, the PRs, everything, guys. This is the Bible, and it is one thing that I would not be without in my training sessions. So today, guys, I'm going to be running you through exactly how I set this logbook up. I'm going to be telling you why I use it, and I'm also going to be showing you exactly how I use it and how you can use it to make some ridiculous progress in the gym, guys. Let's get straight into it. So we're actually going to go ahead and start putting in today's session. It's Saturday today, which means it is a push day, last session of the week. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing this out, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I lay this out in the most efficient way for me. There's a lot of ways that you can do this, but this is just the way that I've always done it, and the way that has stuck, because for me it works. And that is the most important thing, guys, because at the end of the day, when you're in the gym, you don't want to be wasting a lot of time having to actually try and figure out like how to lay out your logbook and stuff. And also I would recommend doing it this way, i.e. writing out the whole session before you even get to the gym, because it gives you a chance to visualize exactly what is going to go on. You'll have the numbers laid out right in front of you, and you'll also have them up here in your head before you even step into the gym, which for me is a really big factor in having a good session. You can kind of go in, know exactly what numbers you need to hit, and it's just a really good way of doing it. And also it obviously saves time when you get there as well. So we're going to start off just writing out every single movement that we're going to be hitting in this session. So we're starting off with the incline bench into the flat bench, then we're going on to superset, decline and incline flies, and then we're going to move on to some shoulder work, OHP on the machine, lateral raises, and then finishing off with a dumbbell front raise supersetted with an upright row. And then we're going to go back up to the top and start filling in the numbers from last week. So that flicking back and forth that you can see is me basically just looking back on last week's session to see exactly what I hit, and we're basically just going to write the sets and reps for last week's session in brackets underneath each movement to know exactly what I need to hit and what I need to beat in the session coming up. So that is it, guys, the entire push session all planned out and done, and that literally only took me 5 minutes. So it doesn't take long at all, guys, and the reward that I will get from this, from pre-planning my session, is ridiculous. The benefit of going into the gym already knowing what you need to be hitting is just so good for me, and it really helps my mental state out and really getting down and trying to beat these numbers. So that is going to do it, guys. We're actually going to chuck this into my gym bag now. We're going to be going off to the gym very shortly. It's time to get this push day. Oh my god, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so I don't know how this is possible at all, but somehow we have managed to get an empty gym in the middle of the afternoon on Saturday, which bodes very well with trying to do this right here. So we're going to start getting into this push session right here, guys. As you know, first up we are on the incline bench with the dumbbell right here. I'm actually going to be using this first exercise here as an example to you guys as to how I lay out my logbook during these training sessions. So we're going to be running through all of the sets, and I'm also going to be showing you how I then transfer that into the logbook and how we mark that progress up, hopefully from last week. We have got some numbers to beat on the bench, because last week we got 6 reps at 50 kilos. So the aim is going to be, guys, to either match it or to beat it, and that is going to go for anything across the logbook over every movement. We're aiming to either match the numbers or beat them slightly, whether that be beat them in reps or increase the weight. We're always looking to progress. So we're going to start warming up right here, guys. Let's hop straight into it. Top set time, let's do it. The 50s are ready. We're gonna start doing this. 6 reps is the number to beat. I'm pretty sure this is the first time attempting the 50s without a spotter to hand. Not so much like to get reps up at the end of the set, but I just like had to have something to like hoof my elbows up at the start, because otherwise you kind of use a lot of energy trying to get that first rep up. But we're gonna give it our best shot. We're gonna fucking go for it. Let's see, 6 to beat. Fucking hell, that was a set. We got 6, almost 7, went for the 7th there. I'm counting that as 6.5 reps, which technically is up on last week. I know it's obviously not like ridiculous progress, but we're taking that as progress. So we're gonna chuck this into the logbook, guys. As you can see here, we have got the top set, and we're gonna put 50 to 6.5. We're taking everything we can get out of that, guys. Yes, I am counting the half reps, because again, it's just something to beat next week. So that is gonna do it for the top set. As you can see here, we have got 2 back off sets to get. And same as last week, guys, we're gonna be going with 40 kilo dumbbells today, and 2 sets of 12 are the numbers to beat. That was a set. That was a definite increase on last week. 15 reps there, guys, with the 40 kilos. Let's go ahead and log it. So as you can see, we have got the first back off set lined up right here, and we're gonna go ahead and put 15 reps down here. And this is the really important part, guys. We're gonna put a little note just to the side of this with an arrow facing upwards, and then put 3 OLW. And this means up 3 reps on last week. And this is the key point right here, guys, because that is what is showing us that we are progressing from last week. Progressive overload is in full swing right here, guys. And that is the key. That is how we grow. One more set to get. We're gonna aim to beat 12 again, but anything we get now is a PR on last week. Anyway, let's get into it. Woo. There we go, guys. Second back off set, all done. Another very good one. So 3 reps up on the second set as well, guys, which means in total we are 6 reps up across both of the sets, because we got 2 sets of 12 last week, which is 24. This week we got 2 sets of 15 with the same weight, which obviously is 30 reps. So that right there, guys, is a fantastic example of progressive overload. What we are gonna write down here is VPR, and this is something that when I flick through my logbook, I really love to see, guys, because it means volume PR, and this means that volume across all working sets has been increased. What you see here, we're basically going to repeat this process throughout the whole logbook for every single movement in this session, and that's gonna do it. I'm gonna catch up with you guys right at the end to give you a breakdown of the whole session. Let's get on with it. Alright, guys, so that is going to do it for the push session. Very, very good session today though, guys. As I said, gonna break down the session for you guys, run you through everything in the logbook, but I am going to do that a little bit later on because I want to do it properly, take a bit of time with it rather than just rush through it now. So stay tuned if you're interested in seeing the breakdown of the entire session. I need to eat. Post-workout food needs to be consumed right now.
That's right, do that again.
Alright guys, so as I said earlier, before we wrap up this video, I just want to run you through the rest of that session in my logbook to just show an example of how we would continue to lay it out. As you can see, it looks a lot busier than it would have done the last time you guys saw it, just after we finished on the incline bench there. But basically guys, we just followed the exact same procedure for every single movement. So as you can see on the flat bench, last week was 2 sets of 9 and 10. So this week, instead of trying to go for just 10 and 10 or something without much progression, we actually added 1 more set in and went for 3 sets of 8. So then again, progressing it. For the 2 accessories here, as you can see, we have the decline cable fly and the cuffed incline fly. So the decline fly, last week we got 2 sets of 13 at 70, whereas this week we got a set at 15, which is 2 reps up, and we also got another set at 13, which matched last week's number. So in total, we were 2 reps up across both sets. And on the cuffed incline fly, as you can see in the brackets there, we only got 1 set at 36 last week, whereas this week we kept it at that weight for 2 sets, and we're actually 2 reps up on both sets as well. Movement number 5 was the machine shoulder press, and we were 3 reps up on the first set and the second set as well. So that again, guys, is the VPR, as you can see there. Even with the second half of that superset, the lateral raises, as we were hitting a weight for 15 reps last week, we actually increased it this week up to the 18 kilo dumbbells, and that is a nice starting point. So over the next few weeks, we can begin to progress those 10 reps to 12, 15, and so on. And then when we get to that point, we will again increase the weight, and it just keeps on going like that, guys. Next up was the dumbbell front raise. Last week was 2 sets of 10 reps with the 20 20 kilo dumbbell. This week we got 12 reps, as you can see here, 2 reps up on last week. Again, another volume PR, and we supersetted that one with a barbell upright row, trying to beat 2 sets of 10 with 50 kilos, and we managed to grab 2 sets of 12 with that weight. So guys, really all in all, a very successful session. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 volume PRs in total, and this is the thing, as I said earlier, that I try to get down in the logbook as much as possible. But yeah, all in all guys, a very successful session, and that would be the last one for the week, so we can take tomorrow's rest day as very well deserved. But that is going to be it for this video guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this one. Hopefully you found this useful, and hopefully it is something new for you guys to think about in the gym. The main thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is, if you're not tracking your workouts in the gym, if you're not tracking the progress you're making in the gym, how do you expect to make progress? If you don't know that you're making progress, then you're probably not making a lot of progress at all. It is so easy to get one of these and write down your sessions in a book, and you can see the progression right in front of your eyes, and that just gives you the reassurance right up here that you are making progress. It's so important guys. If you haven't got one, definitely go ahead. You could even do it in your phone. I know some people who write it down in the notes section on their phone, or there is a lot of apps you can get. I know Gymshark now have an app as well, which are all very good. The only reason that I use a pen and paper is because that's how I've always done it. I just like the action of just writing down and having it all right in front of you, like physically. It's just the way I like to do it. But guys, hopefully you found this video really helpful. If you did, make sure you light up that thumbs up button for me guys. I really appreciate it, and let me know if you track your workouts. I'd actually be really interested to see how many of you guys actually do, whether you use one of these or whether you use your phone, anything like that. Leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. And as always guys, if you haven't done so already, or if you are new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button for me for new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.